Alright, I was worried about that at the for a little bit there. Wasn't sure. Let me get that out of the way. There we go. Wasn't sure if it was going to like the point at which I alt tabbed. Normally I do so at the menu portion. One moment. I know I just started, but I already looked at my mic stand and I said, "You're gonna be in the way." Anyways, as usual, I do have to pull up my chat here. Unfortunately, YouTube's changes have made it a little bit longer of a process. Not the end of the world. It's not too bad. There we go. Alright, hopefully everything is good. Alright, so, where we left off with Armored Core was me foolishly, possibly, choosing to be out of... I say out of practice, but it's not nearly as bad as other times that I've decided to stream. But a little bit out of practice. A couple of days since I did anything in here. And I stopped right before what is supposed to be the Iceworm mission. And this is the chapter ending mission for chapter 3. I don't know how many chapters are in this game. I could look it up, but I feel like that alone would be a little bit spoiler for my experience through this. Even though we are this far in, I am still keeping myself largely in the dark on this game. And we also finished off a mission where we got a new weapon to deal with this Iceworm. So I went through and modified my mech heavily for this fight. And I'm not sure if I would love to go with a different generator, because this one is so much overkill. But anything I swap to means I have to start playing with all of this stuff as well. And to deal with this guy, we did unlock this weapon, which is supposed to be a big deal, so hopefully it does the job. But I also wanted to have access to the songbirds for that knockdown power. And then, of course, you know, I like my Gatling, and I worry about ammo capacity. So that's why I went with the Pulse Blade. If this doesn't work, maybe I don't like the legs, maybe I don't like the, maybe I need more ranged combat. The only follow-up option I have is to switch over to the Dem Special, and modify it with the anti-Iceworm weapon. But other than that, it would be the only following change I can see myself instinctively wanting to make. But we saw what the Iceworm does in a prior mission, and it made me think that I don't want something that has to be ground locked. And this actually gives a lot of not physically touching the ground options for an extended period of time. And given that I don't know what this Iceworm is going to do in combat, this felt like the safest build for me. With all that said, at this point I'm stalling, so let's get in.
Listen up, 621. This will be a joint operation led by Balaam and Archibus. The briefing's about to start. I want you to attend.
First, some background before we go into detail. The intercorporate ceasefire is now in effect.
We got Cinder in here with us too, off to the left there.
Against the PCA.
We got Rusty.
The targets are the enemy-occupied bases, the heavy warship fleet, and the recently activated...
I'll cut to the chase. This is
And
an
we got
all-out
Michigan.
war against the PCA and theaters across Rubicon. And y'all got the short end of the stick. You're here to take on the worst of our dirty work, hunting the beast of the ice field.
Sure thing, Chief. Tell you what, I'll watch and let you know how badly that goes for us.
Gun 5, you just volunteered yourself for the front line.
Ha! Got him!
On. Let's talk about how we're going to neutralize the Iceworm's coral shield. You'll You'll be dealing with a layered barrier made up of a primary and a secondary shield.
Arquebus will provide the means to break the first layer. The state-of-the-art stun needle launcher. Aim for the face, and it will deliver results.
Alright, so I've got to strike it head on.
What about the second layer?
RAD's cooked up just the thing. A neat little toy we call the Overt Rail Cannon.
Oh, that's what we actually
We
got
divert
from the last
spaceport
mission.
Standby power to the ORC. Should hit hard enough, assuming we land the shot.
So there you go. Don't fuck up. Don't miss.
I know a thing or two about sharpshooting.
My boy Rusty.
I'll oversee operations on the ground. A ragtag crew like this needs leadership.
We could use some more suppressive fire. I'll send Chatty.
Thank you very much, Carla.
That just leaves the question of who will be taking charge of the stun needle launcher.
Looks like that's me.
I know just the volunteer to go poke that beast with a stick. Gun 13, you get all that? Good. Time for another field trip.
You know what? I am game. This feels like a fun crew. Not necessarily sold on a couple of the entries. We've got what was it, V2? One of the characters that not really my cup of tea. And what was it, Iguanzo or whatever, G5. Again, not feeling him, but I really love the smackback that we got there. Oh, hold up. Alright, I'm going to put this out there in chat. I just got a message from Dem. And, you know, we've been following the story with him, following along, seeing what's going on with him. Unfortunately, he did just get some rough news. To start off with, the good. He's out staying with family right now. We covered that last time. He's got options on the couch surfing if he really has to. He did unfortunately just get some rough news about the girl he was with. Sounds like she did break up with him. He just sent that to me. Enjoying. Say enjoying, that's the wrong term, but yeah, enjoying. He's sitting there with a guy at the bar, working through it by the sounds of things. Obviously, what he is sending me, I've got to pick through and decide what's for myself, what's the right way to go about it. But we have been chatting with him live in the stream as well, so I assume that there is a level in which is safe to put out there, and that's kind of what we do here. This is kind of a soundboard room. When shit goes south, you know, come by and let the notes play out. And I was hoping next time we would hear from him, it would be nothing but a lot of good news, but it does sound like there's some bad mixed with the good, but he's going to see it through. I have confidence. And by the way, he does want to make it well known when Richard stops in. I'll say it again, but he wants to say hi to Richard. So, all right. I think that will cover that up. He actually, like, while I'm live at the start here, sent me these messages. So, hopefully I parsed through that with a soft enough touch. Although that was a little deviation from the emotional high I was just on. I was getting ready and hyped for this mission, and now I got to get in here and hope that the squad the game is gonna throw me in with can give me enough to pump up mid combat, or at least maybe let the mission play out and get me there as well.
It's not every day you see competing forces working together like this. Now or never, 621.
I still don't know what's up with Walter. Alright, let's try to warm these fingers up and get in here. We're mid to late October, so we're starting to get a little chilly in the house. Need to keep myself ready.
This mission depends upon you, Raven. Let's go.
Gotta take out this Alaskan bullworm. I know I made that joke last time. I don't care, I'm sticking with it. It's an ice worm, and it's giant. I think it's befitting.
Commence mission. Michigan will take command.
Man, I'm a little slower than I want to be.
Operation with combined AC forces.
Although maybe they're kind of doing the big dash.
Pull out, maggots. Time to die.
Michigan out here.
Fit and you might live.
Alright, from what I understand, trying to attack it here is going to be kind of pointless.
Gotta deal with those pesky shields first.
What I need to keep my eye out for
That fancy gizmo that Archibus paid the big bucks for.
is an opportunity to blast it with the right shoulder cannon.
Thick armor.
This is V4 Rusty. Rail cannon is good to go.
Alright,
Die before I get a
so
chance to fire
it's not
on
the end. It does a lot of showing itself, but nothing high yet.
For you. Enjoy
Oh boy!
to smile.
I feel like that's a pretty good opportunity there. Whew!
Shield loss confirmed. Initializing
Oh, that
fire
hurts. Alright,
sequence.
definitely should hop out of that.
Connecting EML modules. Opening energy turbines.
Where did those shots come from?
Sighting correction A-OK. 90, 95.
Oh, he's charging something big. Oh, wait, where is it?
I won't miss.
Oh, boy!
Got 13. The head's open for a direct hit.
Get in there with the sword. Alright, that was some good damage. That really tore into it.
Actually did it. Did what? The bare minimum. This is just the first hurdle.
Calm your ass, V2.
The target's deployed drones.
My boy Rusty just landed that shot. Oh, hey, Dem. I didn't see you come in. I'm terribly sorry about that. I did forward the message in chat. Little bit of a filter when I mentioned it, but the last couple of messages you've been sending, I hope that's okay. I hope I didn't step on any toes there. I did try to be a little delicate, because I know dealing with things like that is, oh boy. Alright, well now I know that's a thing. Dealing with things like that can be a little rough. Although I want to say that it is great to hear that you...
The next shell.
I need to pause this. Whew. It is great to hear that you've got someone who's with you there to... Let's say drown the turbulent times.
One step ahead of you, Commander.
Finally, someone with their head skirt on straight. Never thought about switching
Oh,
sides.
there he is.
Sure is an honor to be praised by the Red Guns hell on 4 legs. But I'll pass.
I love that they're out there. There we go.
Primary shield disabled.
Alright,
Shield loss confirmed. Preparing to fire rail
really
cannon.
backing away because it really slapped me with that tail
Energy
last
turbine
time.
Output at 80%. Output 95%.
I love the banter in this fight though. The back and forth with all these characters is freaking awesome. Alright, it's coming up somewhere. God, Rusty is just bodying this thing. And I love it. Alright, it's down.
Wrong. Fullback 621.
Wait, we got allies there though.
My AC's compromised.
Alright, losing Snail's not the end of the world.
It's out of control.
Looks like things just took a nasty turn.
Rusty, you're out there with that rifle, man. You stay safe.
To lose control of the situation.
last.
No, no, hold up.
Deathbringer. I'm not going down first.
Rusty, don't be giving me those words, man. Oh shit, I missed. I don't get too many of those.
Might be checking out soon, tourist.
No, Chatty Stick, you're gonna be good, man. All right, take the heal.
It's getting stronger.
Stay cool, buddy.
One repair kit remaining. I'm out, tourist. You're on your own now.
No, I've lost everyone. All right, where's it at? All right, let me take a look here. Hey, Richard, welcome. I had to like pause the game to even look at chat. This thing is so hectic. Welcome to the stream, Richard. I don't know if I haven't read all the chat yet. I don't know if Dem has said it. He wanted me to say hey for him. I'm saying it even though he's currently in chat. All right. Was on my way back from the store when your stream started. Hey, Ian. Hope you're doing well. I am doing fairly well. Unfortunately, I should probably, you know what? After this here, I've got to do the right thing, and I've got to go pour myself a drink to share in the solidarity with Dem on his unfortunate situation. I'm gonna keep reading and see if he fills you in himself. I was in Aber 2 days ago. Okay, yeah, he's talking about his girl here. She seemed distant. I think it was either the distance or something happened with someone else. The problem with a long distance relationship is the distance, and it causes turbulence on every layer. Unfortunately, if things aren't built strong, it gets shaky. It's definitely unfortunate to hear. No one wants to hear these things. No one. It's certainly never a good thing. Hey Richard, broke up with Hannah, but we chilling in a pub, and absolutely I am going to pour that drink. It's gonna happen. I'm someone who prefers being friends with someone after a breakup, though yes, it's not always the way it should go. Good to see you're still friends at least. I think I've mentioned before I have been through several breakups. Usually I'm either a cut ties completely. I hate being in the position of the burning of a bridge scenario, of which I've only been in like one? Not two. Two of those. But many of the others are kind of just either I walk away and just kind of be like, hey, you know, this was the thing. This is where the cutoff point was. The other scenarios that I found myself in is not, if it was somebody that I was already somewhat of a friend with before before, what am I hearing? 1 second. I need to make sure somebody isn't tearing through. I apologize about that. I was hearing my dog chewing on something, and I didn't give her anything, so I had to go see what was going on. What she has done is she had found a treat, and she is tearing into it, which, you know, they were bought for her, so, you know, it is what it is, but took me by surprise. At least she didn't do any damage getting into it. Anyways, we were going through the chat here and finishing up with the updates. And welcome to the stream, Spencer. Hello, Ian. I sat next to Dem right now. Yeah, well, I am definitely appreciative of you sitting there with him on this, because, man, it's never the thing you want to see. Oh, what I was saying beforehand is if we're friends beforehand and there's a breakup scenario, it's usually never the same right after, but I can usually avoid, the hard lock off. As I was getting into finishing that up before I was distracted by the sound of a 55-pound dog tearing through what I could only assume is maybe a pair of shoes. So luckily that wasn't the case. As someone who has an ex who lived in Japan, the distance definitely can be a problem at times. Even if it's not a major difference. For example, in America, we do a lot of car living. Not living in cars necessarily. I mean, we will drive fair distances within reason. I've mentioned before that I have had one way a 70-mile drive. I don't know what that is in kilometers for you guys overseas, but I've had a 70-mile drive one way for a job that I did every single day, 5 days, not every single day, 5 days a week, every time I had to go in, and I did that for like 5 years. Not a major issue in the American culture conceptually. It's kind of on the far side of a drive, but not something unheard of. But even a distance like that in a relationship can be a shaky scenario, just because, again, if I'm driving out that distance, it's usually something that is within reason. It's not like, hey, I'm just gonna stop by and sit on the couch with you for a little bit. It's not I'm stopping by after work. You make a dedicated trip on those kind of things. "We need to talk" is one of those sentences you never want to hear in a relationship, though. Man, okay, I know I'm paused the game in a high point, but I am reminded of a story that in hindsight I laugh at. I don't think my brother would laugh at, and I don't think my brother would appreciate me laughing at, but I'm going to tell it, and I'm going to tell you, in hindsight, now that he's in the position he's in, I look back at the story and I laugh. My brother's first breakup went way different than my first breakup. I've mentioned before, my first real quote-unquote relationship didn't get official closure for years. But when someone disappears and then all of a sudden they're just like not even in your life anymore, you get the picture and you move on. But I never got real closure for years, and so by the time that did happen, it was kind of just like, oh, well, I've already moved on. My brother was with this girl who, fantastic family, fantastic girl, don't get me wrong, great scenario, but my brother is very outgoing, he's very active, and he has things that he hates to see in people. Indecisiveness, lethargy, a stance of just ambiguous on any decision ever. And this girl embodied many of those in many ways. Now, my brother is also a very headstrong guy, very, very loyal. He gets that from me, I swear. As the older brother, I brought him up on those principles. And when he went to break up with this girl, he made it at a nice dinner. He was buying everything. It was a very special scenario. And then he broke up with her. But the scenario of his breakup is him going into this scenario, head held high, chest puffed out. He's got this. He's there. He's on a mission. He knows what he's gonna do. He goes. He sits down. She comes in. They start the dinner part of their date, and he gets a lump in his throat and he starts crying. As he told me in the moment, he is ugly crying. Tears pouring down his face, trouble making words, probably a little bit of snot bubbling up on his... He described it as absolutely ugly crying. And through his gasping breath during all of this, he breaks up with her, and again, this girl, being very apathetic in many ways, is just like, oh, okay. I mean, I don't have a ride home, so like you're still gonna like that's not changing, right? And so yes, he did provide her as the ride home, but like she's just like, oh well, that was a thing, and he's sitting there just like absolutely, picture it, scrunched faced, tears flying out of his face. So in hindsight, it's hilarious how his first breakup was. Normally, it's the other way around. She will break up with him, usually, is the way that the traditional first breakup goes. And it was the inverse, and then not only that, he's the one in an absolute state of fit going through it. With that said, I absolutely hope that that's not the position you're in, Dem, and we can just sit together and have a nice pour of some spicy water in a bit once I finish this mission. First, I gotta finish up and catch up on the chat here. Ian, I bet you have W Riz. Thank you very much, Spencer. I think I like to promote the air of positivity, a little high energy, and you know, ego through the roof. We'll see where it goes. I will say I've been in more relationships than a couple other people I know, but I've also ended a good number of relationships. So, you know, is it W Riz if none of them stick? Anyways, finishing up on the chat here, we met 4 days later. We met and 4 days later we were dating. Again, the story of I met this girl, I didn't know who she was, it was at a party, and I'm never going to see her again, and then boom, all of a sudden you see her again. That is, unfortunately, this didn't work out, but that is like, you know, pretty close to a real-world fairy tale scenario there, but that's more so on the start there, not the end. Tiffany has a tendency to, I assume this is chew on the dining room chairs. Look, I heard behind me crunching that is alien to me because she's normally doesn't do that. I panicked. I was like, no. Maybe it'll stop. Maybe whatever she's doing, she'll drop it. It didn't stop, so I had to go look into what was going on. Very good. Right now, discussing relationships with Dem as we speak. There is no textbook you can open up and just be like, here's how things play out and here's what you do. Every relationship is unique, every breakup is unique, every person in every scenario is unique in how they deal with and handle it. But it seems to be there is always a constant. Having a guy sitting next to you to talk shit while you're drowning your sorrows in a little bit of booze usually rounds a lot of the hard edges. So thank you very much, Spencer, for being with him on this. Still haven't eaten breakfast yet. It's 3 p.m., though we are making it now. It's what we went to the store for. Man, I just ate breakfast. I literally went out to my coop where the birds are. I grabbed a couple of eggs, brought a few of them in, gave the ladies a little bit extra food leftovers from last night. Grabbed an egg, came in, cracked it onto the pan, made a piece of toast, and I was like, fuck it, that's my breakfast. So I also just ate not too long ago. Omelets and bagels, if anyone's wondering. Yo, a good omelet, a good veggie and cheese omelet, in my opinion, can't be beat. I like having meat with it, but I like the meat on the side. I don't like putting it in the omelet so much. And frankly, you're not going to beat bacon with it. Alright, let's get back into this. Unfortunately, it's a little out of the way here.
Good 13. Looks like the beast goes on the defensive when it feels cornered. Just so happens the Red Guns have a saying for this. You beg for your mother, we'll give you another.
Oh, that hurt. Okay, but wait. No, I was hoping that would be a thing. Alright, let's get a little air game here. Where you going? Where you at?
Feed the beast got 13. Go give it something to chew on.
Ah, missed again. Hell, it's doing something. It's not worthless time spent. I need to get my boost back. There we go. Man, I don't like that this thing keeps wanting to run away from me though. Oh god, and we're getting closer to Rusty.
Die on us now, buddy.
No, I'm not feeling this one.
Without you.
Oh, is it down?
Good work, buddy.
All right, Rusty. This is it. Hail Mary.
Energy turbines at full capacity. Output at 80, 90. All emergency valves closed. Disabling limiter.
I mean, come on, man. Put it down, Rusty.
All or nothing.
Target's core shield has been wiped out.
On you now, buddy.
Go down.
Now got 13!
No, it's down. Yeah. Fuck you. Oh, that is a big boom.
Get clear, it's gonna blow!
Oh, I am as clear as... Hold on. Hold on. Wait. Wait. Oh, man, it's too white. Hold on. No. Alright, there we go. Let's take a look at that one. Yeah! That is a sight. Alright. I'm not taking a photo here, but I really wanted to take a look at that. That is a nice boom.
You shitting me? The freelancer really did it.
That's right. Y'all can thank me later. Right now, I want to go home, fix my mech, and maybe get a drink.
It's finally over. The blast will contaminate the area. Get out of...
Walter? Air?
Choral voices. Lost again.
Well, maybe if they'd stop trying to fucking kill me.
Raven. There's something I have to tell you.
Can I wait until after I get a drink?
It's my family. My brothers and sisters.
Okay. Again.
I'm but a single wave.
Cool shit. Stop trying to kill me.
Coral tide.
Wait. Yo.
Draconian without a body. No
Hold
one
on.
even knew I was there for such a long time. Raven, you're the only one who...
There is something poetic to this
621.
that I want to bring up.
Busy. You did good.
Alright, I do see that, Dem. I will get in that in just a second. First things first, I said I'm going to join in solidarity, and I'm going to. So give me a second. I got to go grab a glass and get my decanter. And, as is good policy in my opinion, when you drink on behalf of a friend, you don't go for the cheap shit. So, my favorite glass, couple of ice cubes, and my my liqueur of choice. So, cheers to you, Dem. Anyways, with that out of the way, and now going to be pumping through me before long, and I'm sure it's going to affect my ability to play the game. Let's see here. Oh, that's right, the message sent on Twitter. Just got 2 shots for... Well, you're telling me to take another shot? I mean, oh no. Alright, but seriously, let me know when one gets to your table, guys. Ian, love ya. Thank you very much, Dem. And you did say that this can be read here. Huh. So, you say you... oh, wait, hold on. I think it just came in as I was looking at it. Elon Musk and X, you know, really slowing down there. Alright. Let me read what you said in chat before I get in on this and make sure I don't screw this up. Message I sent on Twitter can be read. It's the message she sent. Well, the thing here is in all fairness to the two-party system that a relationship revolves around, I don't think I'm going to read this as directly written, because these are words between two people, and I will shorten, paraphrase, and do as I feel should be done in the scenario to read as you have allowed. Hi, I think we need to talk. I'm honestly not feeling this relationship anymore. It's been dry lately, you even said so yourself. Don't even know what to say when you're messaging me. She was having some issues. She felt something when you were messaging that's... I don't know. From a guy's perspective, it's neither here nor there in that... as this reads, but, you know, that is the man brain doing man brain things. Alright, some classic friends of hers possibly interjecting their position and scenario on it, and she perceives that as a big issue. And then ending with, I think it's best if we part ways and move on from each other. I had to kind of do a little bit of personal filtering in on that middle meat portion, because that is where, in my opinion, a lot of the emotions lie, and it's not really my place to put that on blast with other people. I hope you understand. I hope I'm not necessarily betraying anything there. I just know that
the temporary alliance
situations like that are hard to dance around in the public position. All good. Thank you very much for letting me know.
The Planetary Closure Administration forces and exiling them from Rubicon. Though it was the Iceworm mission led by
God, Rusty was fucking goated.
Arquebus, through their own engagements with the PCA, augmented their strength with seized weaponry.
Alright, Arquebus clearly capitalized on the moment.
The balance of power was broken. The scales tipped in Arquebus's favor. And the Rubicon Liberation Front's hopes of fighting an exhausted foe were dashed. With the loss of their common enemy, the rival factions' war for the Coral abruptly reignited.
Okay, but I kind of get that, and if we
the
are...
conflict burned with renewed intensity.
if we're in a position where we have to make a choice, man, I don't know where I go. I feel something that's spiritually connected, you know, me, the real person playing the game.
C4621, entering standard mode. 2 new messages.
Shots have arrived. All right, man.
Doing okay, 621.
Taking a big one here. Ready? 3,
Wanted to let
2,
you rest some
1.
more, but the corpse
to
are on
them.
the move already. With the PCA gone, it's back to work, getting to where the coral's gathering. Do you remember the survey you carried out at Xylem?
Oh, I'm gonna feel that in a little bit.
Analyzed the data
Huh.
and learned about a massive facility under the central ice field. Watchpoint Alpha. Turns out that the ice worm was defending the entrance to that place. It's time to let ourselves in.
For you, Ian.
There's something you need to know.
You know, I appreciate it.
Friend, Walter
I'm everything I'm slamming right now is going right for
The
them.
conversation he just told you about.
My eventual slurring of words is gonna be on that.
He's after something more, and he's using you to do it. Here on Rubicon.
What's funny is I also have a game night with a couple of friends later tonight, and luckily I don't have to drive anywhere. Oh, hold on, we got more story coming in. That wasn't the end of it.
Your records have been updated. A-rank virtual encounters are now available in the arena.
I'm interested in
May
the
these
arena
encounters
fights,
further guide your
absolutely.
technique.
Alright. Yeah, I've got game night tonight with a couple other guys, and I am not sure how I'm gonna sound on a microphone for that. Bloody good shots. I've decided after my week in a hotel in Aber, I'm gonna sofa surf till I get a place. I think I mentioned it to you. Let me double check on Twitter here. Yeah, I mentioned in here. There's nothing wrong with doing a little sofa surfing. There's actually some, in my opinion, humanitarian benefits you get out of sofa surfing that people who have never had to do it will never fully appreciate and understand. And that is, you will know who's in your corner. Obviously, it is a scenario where you can't, in good conscience, expect that every single person is going to let you crash in their place for a long-term period. But a couple of nights here, a couple of nights there, give it a few cycles, come back, a couple of nights here, a couple of nights there. You will know who is the classic term ride or die, who is ride or die, and who's sitting there for you, but has their limitations, and then who is going to be that fair weather friend. And the information you'll get out of that will be, I don't know, I'm speaking as a guy who's like, who's 33 years old, mind you, but knowing where people stand when life starts punching you in the dick is knowledge that is absurd how valuable it is when you start having to recall that at important times. Yo, hold up. Another machine. God, I love... Machine guns used to be a really, really good thing in these games. Oh, but that's a fucking beautiful handgun. Oh, that is a fucking gorgeous handgun. God damn, I'm getting good weapons here. Yes, buy that, not even, stop thinking about it, just buy it. Burst handgun, not feeling that one as much. Little tiny baby bazooka. That's interesting. I like the damage, I like the impact. Man, I would want to see the ammo count be like 10 more at least for that to even be like on the field of questioning. Some jamming bomb launchers, another laser that is a gorgeous... Okay, so that was the other laser rifle, which I didn't hate the look of, but that... Now that is Mwah, that is a thing of beauty. I'm buying that one just for the eye candy. Alright, laser shotgun. You know, I don't know how I feel about that one. It's lightweight, it's solid damage, it's 66 rounds. It is a little bit, you know, under, but I don't know. Might be a thing. I'm going to pick that up. But over here, for the purpose of dual wielding, all I'm really looking for here is that other machine gun. And God, that is a sexy, sexy handgun. The 2A American brain in me just is like, oh my God, rock hard. Give me now. Alright, let's see what else we're sitting on here, because I still rock the original missiles. Like, they are reliable. A spread bazooka, decent attack power, decent impact, super, super low damage count. You know what? Let me see how that compares to the songbirds. So that's what we're placing over here. Oh, they're not gonna tell me where the line is right now on what the weapon in question is. Oh no, they do. So the line is where the weapon is. So, double shot, more attack power, more impact. I'll be honest, that based on how it fires, that might be viable in like arena play. I don't think that's gonna hold up in mission runs, but that could have some arena fun there. So that's something I'll get if I need the little bit of damage in the arena. Otherwise, it's something I might consider near the end. God, I could rock 2 of these ice worm needles. That'd be pretty fun. Laser cannon, pulse shield launcher, split missile launcher. Now this might be where I see some fun at some point, but it's a somewhat heavy tool. So if I'm already going for that, I might just choose to go for the songbirds anyways. Homing missile launcher. This could be a good thing. It is just a better version of this one all the way around. It's just a little heavier and a little bit more energy cost. But if I was gonna run with that, I just do that one. The plasma weapons can be 50-50, and a laser turret. Hold up. It hovers in place to provide support laser. Man. Okay. The weight of that is lighter. The ammo count's a little bit, but the ammo count doesn't matter. The potential of that fucking with people in an arena fight means I might also look at that for the arena. Again, I don't see this having much value in mission. But in the arena, there could be some... Oh, hold on. Oh, there we go. Had to do a little stretch there. Yo, okay, we're getting into some slightly medieval feeling mech helmets. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Not on the build I tend to rock, but that's not a bad one. Oh, but that I'm buying. I don't even know what the stats are. I just love the look of that, and I know I want it. All right, finally we're getting into some beefy sports car looking things, and this could be wildly up my alley. Low firepower, high armor. If it doesn't affect my speed too much, there could be some fun there. And again, you know I like my beefy arms. That is speaking to me. Yo, hold up. Okay, if you are not familiar with Mobile Suit Gundam, if you take this moment and look up the Sazabi, it is my favorite mech to date in the Gundam lore. It is my baby. It is the Saza Beast. And that is just like rock hard, absolute Sazabi legging energy. and I'm pissed that I don't have the money for it right now. I want that, like, 5 times over. Alright, so we've got the legs here. Actually, I don't hate the, for quad leg, I don't hate the look of that. But I mean that's my baby boy. And I have a space to put my mud flaps. That one's gonna happen. That's not even a question. Alright, the generators. I mean, that's actually a pretty good generator. Is that one I had before? I don't think so. Like, that's genuinely just a halfway solid generator. Alright, let's see what we have here. I like having close range and medium range be the priority. And in fact, my long range can drop to the floor. You know, that's not bad. I like the quick burst thrust more, but I mean, that's solid in other avenues. I don't remember seeing that one. Classic funnel design, not a lot for the visuals. Alright, I have some things I need to keep my eye out for. In the meantime, I've got to switch my mech back to old reliable. And here's the thing. Dem, you remember this bad boy, right? I assume you do. I gotta read the chats here in a second here. I'm a rider. Absolutely, Spencer. By the sounds of it, absolutely. Hold on. I realize where things have gone. Alright, there we go. I've got that ready to send, but I'm going to finish topping off here. Ben offered 2 weeks on a sofa on an air mattress by someone else, and the bath in my old flat. Whew. We've been drinking for 3.5 hours already, heading inside. Might lose service, so might not be in chat. Have a good stream if we can't connect. Absolutely. So let me see here. Let Spencer know. Ryder. Absolutely. And last thing to go with here, man. I apologize that I am tackling this, but you know, I have clearly laid out what I have described my channel as being already, so I'm doing it. Give me a minute. There we go. So, again, I'm not going to keep anything from you guys in chat here, so. Was still good to hear from you. Godspeed. Ride high with those standing with you. Wait, whoa, I have a typo here. There we go. Ride high with those standing with you, or, you know, stumbling down an alley with you after one too many. There we go. Alright. Back to the game here, off of this one. Ah, jeez. Ah, throat. Let me just knock everything over and throw my tools on the ground. There we go. So, off of the back of this one, this upper body design with those Sazabi legs and just rocking as much heavy equipment as I can. God, I want that. Anyways, we are with Old Reliable here, and let's take a look at the arena. We've got Nile, AC deep down. Deputy Commander of the Red Guns. We know who the Red Guns are. Formerly the commander of the Balam Security Force, a paramilitary police organization that preceded the formation of the Red Guns. Nile distinguished himself with an exceptionally high... Hold up. Nile distinguished himself with an exceptionally high arrest rate. And in those days, the only man he never managed to put handcuffs on was Michigan. My boy, Michigan! I'm sorry, that was building up like it was going to get to something, and I'm glad it paid off. Then the commander of the rival... Wait. Okay, so Michigan then was the commander of the rival Furlong Armed Fleet. I'm stumbling over that one. Having failed to arrest the man, he instead settled for a friendly drink with his old nemesis. You know, I can get behind that. Omelets weren't made yet, but just ate some bagels because it's getting close to 4, so I should have eaten before it got too late. Yeah, I'll be honest, man, nothing...
Arena Combat
Hold on.
Altitude Evaluation Program, number 7. You have now reached rank A.
Kinda like the guy's drip
Subject
here,
AC,
though.
deep down. Call sign, Gun 2 Nile.
I'm kinda digging that.
Commencing evaluation.
Alright, hold up.
Main system activating combat mode.
Hold. There we go. Yeah, one of the things that is the toughest spot to try and maintain composure in is when you're dealing with the hangry attitude that comes with having gone this long without eating. So hopefully those bagels were pretty tasty though, and they're gonna sit pretty comfortably for you. All right, there we go. All right, where's this guy Nile at? Because his suit was actually looking pretty good. All right, I'm gonna drop down on him. No, you let me get my boost back. You didn't keep the pressure on, my guy. Oh, okay, yeah, that one kind of hurt. He is a heavy boy, though. Alright, where are we at with this? Getting close. That one hurt. He really knows how to use that tool of his, though, to keep himself from getting staggered.
AP at 30%.
No, I've got you. I've got you. Hold on, did he get me or did I get him? That was pretty damn close.
Target destroyed.
That's how you know it was a good fight, though. It ends there and you're just like, man, who bodied who? And you've got to wait for the dust to settle. All right, there we go. Let me clear some of that out. There we go. That was a wild fight. I like that one. But here's the terrifying thought. He wasn't able to put Michigan away. That doesn't necessarily mean Michigan beat him. Michigan was able to evade him if nothing else. But now I want to know what Michigan's rocking. And he is still not up here. And we haven't fought him yet, have we? No. Interesting. Alright, so We've got V2 Snail, which is someone we had a fight with recently, whose emblem is clearly supposed to be a couple of faces, but that is not what my brain initially said, and I am not going to say what my brain initially thought. Deputy Commander of the Vespers, which is with Arquebus, which is currently the power holders right now in the power play. Let me adjust my microphone again, get that a little closer. There we go. After receiving Generation 8 augmentation surgery, Snail continued to receive follow-up treatments as new technologies entered the mainstream, so as to make the merits his own. To make their merits his own. Many augmented humans have died in order to assure the safety of this reported of his repeated adjustments. So they see V2 Snail, hold on, as such a valuable asset, but also somebody who is a flagship to promote their augmentations. He is now deemed such a valuable asset, they will just throw bodies at things beforehand to first make sure that they are stable before he gets the upgrades. And then those upgrades are allowed to hit the mainstream. That is kind of dark.
Arena Combat Aptitude Evaluation Program. Number 6, Rank A. Subject AC, Open Faith. Call sign, V2 Snail.
Man, I'm not going to get over what's going on with that emblem there, my guy. You need some help on that. But he is rocking the legs I want.
System activating combat mode.
I don't mind the purple he's got going on, but you know, the black and purple, not so much my jam. Where is he? I don't like that I don't see him. Oh, well, I have an idea of where he's at now. Okay, yeah, I backed off when I should have pushed in, and that really punished me. Alright, I've got to let things cool down. No! Taking that cover. Alright, he's almost down. He's almost staggered. Get bodied! I will make so much better use of those legs.
Target destroyed. Concluding evaluation.
Get me up there.
Well done.
Let me take my pose. There we go. That one. You know, after the last guy put me through the ringer, that guy went down like a sack of bricks. Also, I totally didn't bring it up earlier, but I noticed going back and double checking the footage from my last stream, something I do from time to time, I noticed that my microphone had developed a very nasty hiss. It was underlying, but it was something that was super noticeable. I hope that by me basically recabling everything, I hope that has been mitigated enough. It's something that I completely forgot to bring up, but when I saw my mic actually bottom out rather than hitting the red line or holding a fluctuating background noise, I hope that is a sign that things are doing better. Alright, then we got Chartreuse. Another independent mercenary, alright. We respect those. Who arrived on Rubicon around the time that the Coral Response was rediscovered. Rediscovered. So does that mean the situation that's going on now, he came in at the start of? Or is he talking about, like, now, the rediscovery we only just recently made when we went to the ice field. Held to be a member of Branch, a hacktivist collective active in the Rubicon system, alright, Chartreuse is said to have dealt a critical blow to the closure system during the plot to attack Station 31. Branch is made up of a rotating group of 4 people. Okay, so they're a hacktivist group that's really... So they know that it's 4 people, and they know who one of them are. And Chartreuse is believed to be the second oldest of the current roster. That is some interesting lore, and I love that they're building up a lot of this side stuff. Back in the day, you would get emails, much like we get messages in between missions. And those emails were where a large portion of the lore building would come about. And the propaganda, which was also kind of fun.
Umber Ox. Call sign Chartreuse.
I use the term propaganda loosely, but I think you can understand where I'm going through. When we're talking about a game that is often about... Not often. It's entirely about a post-apocalyptic world where the apocalypse you're dealing with is the weaponized... Oh, I ran right into that. So bad. Oh. Alright, you know what? I am going to restart this because this entire opening, the man has read me like a book.
Main system activating combat
So
mode.
if he's going to do that so strongly, let's give him something to read. We'll try that difference. Man, he swings hard with that. Alright, I'm confident I dodged that first rocket shot, though. But my build is not up to the task, so I'm going to take a little bit of a step back, reassess, and we're going to break out the number 2. Got to bring out Dem's custom build. Let's give this one a little bit of a test. Propaganda in a post-apocalyptic world would be like, the zombies are real, are the real good guys. I don't know if it would be that,
Evaluation program number 5, rank A.
that style per se. That would be like your, not propaganda, that would feel more like, what's the word I'm looking for? Your conspiracy theory kind of guys. No. What you would get would be, we know you're a mercenary. We know you often go for just... If the idea of a mercenary was purely nothing, no human involvement in any way, shape, or form, you were just a robot fulfilling the mercenary role, all it is who has the bigger pocket and who's willing to front that cash to afford you. But that's not what you're dealing with. At the end of the day, even if that is the world you live in, when you're talking about smaller increments of money of people trying to just edge out on the opinion, they might choose other ways, but like sending you gear. Saying, hey, we have this surplus of these machine gun units, we're going to send you one. Remember who sent this to you, and also understand that we tend to make the greatest main firing system, so like your kinetic weapons. We make the best kinetic weapons. Try this bad boy out and see how it does in your next mission, which we are the purchaser of. So now that we've talked up our gear, we're going to give you a mission to specifically showcase how awesome it is, to really gaslight you into wanting more of what we make, so we might be able to afford you cheaper in future missions. that would be the kind of propaganda you deal with in this scenario. Other avenues it could take beyond that, but that is one example. I can't believe the absolute fucking bullshit lock on this guy's got. Oh, that one got me.
50%. AP at 30%.
Nope. The Dem special, putting him in the ground.
Target destroyed.
Get fucked.
Concluding evaluation. Well done.
No, I'm not done yet. I'm not. No! No! Fire the songbirds! I wasn't done yet. I guess the game is telling me I had to be done. I wasn't ready to be done. Alright, let us go back to, again, the baseline in which we make all subsequent decisions from when it doesn't work. Because we've got one last arena entry, and then I've got to make some modifications to my build. Oh, is this the big guy? Thumb Dolmayan, father of the Rubicon Liberation Front. Actually, his build kinda looking pretty decent. Veteran military commander and founder of the School of Choral Mysticism. That sounds wild. As a young man, Dolmayan was once a dozer vagrant. Yo, the dozers are my guys. Until the fires of Ibis burned the star system. In the fire's aftermath, he developed an ardent belief in the symbiosis with the coral. Become one with the coral. This belief informed the founding ideals of the Rubicon Liberation Front. Ideals that have made martyrs of countless coral warriors. And the talk of the coral is reminded me of what I wanted to get into earlier and I got completely distracted by. If you guys don't know, and I've mentioned this before, and I actually think Richard might have a mild interest in this, my favorite author. Let me go grab the book here so that I can make sure I can pull some quotes when I want to reference them. I say that, I'm gonna go grab it, and then watch me not do it. Come here, I know it's written in this one. I know it's in this one. Give me the book. I could have sworn it was written in this one. I'm sorry. Oh, no, wait, it is. It is. I found it. Here we go. I apologize for the moment there, but I want to get this out there because I feel like I'm big braining and I want to put this out there. So, we have an alien race, supposedly alien, one of them living in our brain that seems to be a stream of consciousness existing as an energy field. Now, my favorite author is Isaac Asimov, and I had to pull this aside. I have a multi, it's a paperback book, but it's a multi collection of a lot of his short stories, and one of them is my favorite short story ever written that I have read. I mean, my favorite short story. I have another one called The Egg, which is by somebody else. It's not by Isaac Asimov, so I don't remember the name. But this short story is called The Last Question. In this, let me go to the page here. I had to find it in the listings. In this, and it is one. Actually, I can just count the page numbers here. Let me get to the end of this one. So in a small pocket-style book, it's maybe 14 pages long. You know the kind of style of book I'm talking about, the kind that you leave by your toilet to read in between bathroom breaks, or rather during the bathroom breaks. Anyway, so yeah, it's like 14 pages long, so it's a fairly short story, and it is a repeating concept-style story. I don't know what the proper term is, but the story asks a question, as you would imply with the phrasing of The Last Question. Let me pull up, I want to get the quote here. What they're dealing with is a couple of guys decide that one evening, drinking on the job, they're like janitors or something. They kind of get in an argument with each other, and they are dealing with the topic of entropy. If you don't know what entropy is, you can look it up real fast and get a proper definition, but my understanding of it is basically the eventual heat death of the universe when the last of what the universe has as energy is completely expended. And they have this like supercomputer. They're janitors and they're cleaning the room that the supercomputer is, and the supercomputer is called the Multivac. And they get over a $5 bet about getting to ask the Multivac. I think they ask it how to deal with entropy, and I'm trying to find that quote right here specifically. Adele was just drunk enough to try, just sober enough to be able to phrase the necessary symbols and operations into a question which, in words, might have corresponded to this. Will mankind, one day without the net expenditure of energy, be able to restore the sun to its full youthfulness, even after it had died of old age? Or, maybe it could be put more simply like this. How can the net amount of entropy of the universe be massively decreased? This question essentially gets repeated time and time again, and what happens is you kind of take pit stops along the trail of the universe, of all of existence. He asks this to the Multivac. The Multivac, as a machine, as a system, evolves in its own way alongside mankind, getting smarter, faster. It's a better machine every time, but it remembers this question. Because in the moment, it responds, insufficient data for a meaningful answer. That is the line that gets repeated. So we take a pit stop in the future, and mankind like has flying cars or whatever, and it's this dad taking his kids out for a fun trip or something, and they're like, I don't know, leaving the planet to go to Mars. We've colonized Mars or whatever. He's going to Mars on vacation, and whatever happens in the magic flying vehicle. Basically, they say, I should ask the supercomputer that is accessing from the device in my pocket. I should ask it, what's going to happen here? And he gets the same answer. And then you skip forward even farther. Mankind has now, like, crossed the stars. We have integrated with the alien species that exist within the grand scale of the universe. And again, the question gets asked. And again, the answer is given. And then you skip even farther ahead. Please, guys, read this story. If you haven't, it is fantastic. Even though I'm giving you the summary here, it's a good story. It's only, like, even on this tiny book, it's only 14 pages. I think if I printed it out, it would probably be like 5 or 6. Anyways, so you skip ahead even farther. Mankind has spread his seed and sown his existence in with the universe at large, or whatever it was. And the multivac now is this, like, again, I'm going off of memory and I'm giving you a summary concept. This isn't necessarily as it's written in the story, and this isn't necessarily as Asimov himself wrote it. But, like, imagine, if you will, you've got this supercomputer that's, I don't know, let's fucking say planetary size, and it is crunching numbers in the infinite degrees that you can't even comprehend or conceive of. Still, someone asks the question, and this thing is crunching, like, the universe down to its last atom. On the regular. And they ask it, and it still says insufficient data. Then you skip ahead even farther. Mankind has started to notice that entropy is reaching its endpoint. We're running out of energy. Mankind is now transcended our physical, corporeal bodies. We are just the energy ethereal as individual strands of existence, punching our way through the empty vastness of space. We have transcended our physical forms. We are exactly as this entity living in our brain, in our squishy meat brain, inside of this giant robot. Humankind reached that point. That's what the entire thing I wanted to build up to say is the coral race sounds to me like, in a sense, mankind at this point in the last question, in which we have evolved beyond our physical form, and yet we as individuals still have some degree of individuality, even though in our desperation, in our last final breath to transcend existence and deal with this entropy problem, we are one by one pouring our consciousness, our being, into the multivac. Asking it, the last one to go in, asks it the question, and the multivac once again says, insufficient data to form a meaningful answer. And then as humanity is in this multivac, energy around it is dying, stars collapsing, nothing remains except the multivac. And the multivac, whatever power it's running on, the magic of the human juice, whatever is feeding the multivac at this time, is reaching the end point. There are no questions left to be asked. It still has this one last question that it's been working on throughout all of humanity's existence, to the point of humanity's eventual death in the pursuit of their immortality. And then suddenly, it answers the question. And I'm not going to tell you what it says. You've got to read the story if you want to get the ending. But it answers it, and it is like, it gives me goosebumps right now thinking about this story. So, if you haven't read it, go read it. Anyways, I have to fight Thumb Dalmayan. I just had to nerd out about my favorite short story by my favorite author. Hopefully I did that justice, and Richard, as an avid reader yourself, let me know if you're familiar with the story.
Final evaluation. Subject AC, Astrik. Call sign, Thumb Dolmayan.
He is a tanky, beefy boy, and I like his build.
Main system activating combat mode.
I do need to read more of Asimov's books, I'll admit. I own a physical book of his, not able to remember the name of it. I've got several, you know, go figure. I say he's my favorite author. I stands to reason I'd have several. A lot of them I've gotten because they're kind of hard to get in any other format, is a lot of these paperback, sit in the bathroom and read style of books. But I do know that the Last Question is available to read in its entirety for free online if you look it up. It is completely freely available, and you can just go to Google, type in The Last Question by Isaac Asimov, and you will find it freely available for quick, easy reading. And again, it is... I know for a fact other authors are going to be more prominent for a lot of people. There's probably much better written and compromised structurally stories, even short stories, but that one, for whatever reason, speaks to me on a level I can't describe accurately. And again, by the ending, I get a feeling of welling up inside of me as we build up to that final line. And the punchline at the end, although it does come from a certain mindset of yesteryear, it gives me goosebumps and radiates something deep within me that I can't put into words outside of, God fucking damn, that's a good short story. Alright, let's see if I can take this guy out. Oh, wrong button. Wrong button. Whew, this guy. I can't even get close to him yet. There we go. Hold up. Alright, that was a rough trade-off. Oh, then I botched the sword swing. I took a risk and then couldn't do anything about it. That hurt. That hurt a lot. Nah, gotcha! Take him down!
Target destroyed. This concludes A rank evaluation. Only the best of the best remain.
Man, that's good. Plus, I, Robot is an old favorite movie of mine. Would like to see how the book is in comparison to the movie. I will say they are very different, but both are very good and very enjoyable. I did also very much like the iRobot movie for what it was, and I think the spirit of it is absolutely doing justice. One of the ones that is wildly different that a lot of people bring up. Hold on, I got something here from All Mind.
Congratulations, you have surpassed rank A.
Damn right I did.
It is a great honor to witness your ongoing evolution as a mercenary. All Mind exists for all mercenaries.
That's right, I have outranked all of the A ranks. I am Hunter Class 5? Is that where I'm at on this? No, I've beaten them, so I'm 4. I just replaced 4, which means I've got 3 people ahead of me. And I'm willing to bet Michigan's one of them. That'll be an interesting one to go into. iRobot the movie was awesome. Yes, it was. And the other one that I'm going to bring up, a lot of people hate on because the concept and the meaning and the deliverance of the message in the book is from the book is not adequately delivered, but as its own independent movie, if you have seen the movie, oh god, what was it called? What was it called? Now all I can think of is iRobot, and that's not what I'm trying to think of here. I Am Legend. If you look up, watch the movie. First of all, the movie has multiple endings. I actually really, really like the original one. The other ones are great, actually, in their own way, but they just don't, they don't give me the movie excitement that the first original one does. Which, by the way, if you're already going to massively, drastically, kind of conceptually change the story, you might as well give me the movie. Fuck yeah, give me that ending. Delivery. But again, all of the ending is really what shapes what you're going to take away from that movie. But if you've read the books, you know that the actual story is very much different. The message that they're trying to convey as the entire thing unfolds really shapes more of the idea of you are legend because you are the boogeyman. You are the thing that knocks in the night because everybody else is already gone. So you're what's fucking up with the things living here now. I also heard Asimov released a book that was an adaptation of a movie. Everyone thought it was an adaptation of the book, but no, he just wrote that fast apparently. I didn't know that at all. That's awesome. I'm going to have to look into that and figure out what that is. I also know that there are a lot of authors that use Isaac Asimov's name when writing their own stories. I have seemed to pick up on that a little bit when reading some of the other stuff back in the day, but other authors will sometimes accredit their works to him for whatever reason. For all I know, maybe it's just to sell more books. I genuinely don't know the reason. But there's a couple out there that seem to fall into that field. And then there are authors that take full credit of their own work, but expand on the stories that Isaac Asimov himself wrote. And some do so well that when the topic of Isaac Asimov comes up, and when you're discussing some of his set fields of work, such as like the Foundation saga. I don't know specifically that one, but other people will write stories that are kind of tangentially tied to that saga of books. And from what I have understand, some do so well that people will bring them up when talking about Isaac Asimov books, even though they aren't using his name for it. Looked it up, looked like it's called Fantastic Voyage 2. Interesting. I don't think I have that one. So that'll give me something to look into and maybe get the opportunity to read later. But yeah, so that is, coming from the... As someone who is a fan of Isaac Asimov and his works, I admittedly don't get a lot of opportunity to read as deeply as I'd want to. So, go figure, me turning to you, a guy who is like, yo, but the books though, book style lifestyle, coming to you is like the person to go to for getting more book scenario and bookage around the topic. Mad respect, love it. Actually, I'm going to specifically screenshot that so that I can grab that name later and look it up. There we go. So, thank you very much for that, Richard. Now I've just got to get my chat back. There we go. Alright, let's see what we're sitting on. I think I've gone through everything in the shop, didn't I? Or did something else get unlocked? Oh, okay, the other shoulder from the stuff that I looked at. That makes sense. I can buy it. Oh, I can buy it! It's not even a thought. I don't care what the stats are. I'm not equipping it right now because I want to test them out and figure out what I'm going to do. And of course, give them the paint job that we've got to stick with. But I must have them. They are mine. Watchpoint Alpha. Infiltrate the facility, destroy the target. Simple, straightforward. Penetrate. Where's Rigid Rat at? I need someone to laugh at stupid words like penetrate with me. I need someone to give me the Beavis and Butthead laughter with me. Penetrate the subterranean facility and destroy the Nepenthes energy weapon platform.
Here's the job.
I'm hoping my pop filter is doing their job there, because that was a lot of P
You'll
words.
be going into that underground facility, Watchpoint Alpha. I managed to talk Arquebus into letting us lead their survey.
Why?
They
I
jumped at the
don't
chance to
know
use
if I
the
like
independent
Arquebus.
mercenary as
I
their
like people.
canary.
I like people in this game. I don't like the organizations. Fuck your
They've
organization.
barged in, taking several red guns and MT squads. Seems they want to be ready for a run-in with Arquebus's new firepower. You'll start by descending through Depth 1, a vertical chamber sector. It's likely you'll meet resistance from autonomous defenses left by the PCA. The worst of them is lurking at the bottom, Nepenthes, an energy weapon platform.
That looks similar to the thing that we fucked with before, but instead of the arms going around it, the arms are just going up.
Don't want to end up like Balaam after all. Tread carefully.
That's a disturbing statement. Alright, let's launch the mission, and, yes.
Watchpoint
I actually...
Alpha.
Yes?
My brothers and sisters. They're deep inside.
Have they also penetrated it? My brothers and sisters, they're also deep inside. So they've penetrated the Alpha platform as well. I actually first heard about that in a video on YouTube. I don't do a lot of looking up information on YouTube on the book side of things. That's
621. You ready?
I think that's a field of YouTube I'm just now discovering. I might have to look into some of this. This is kind of fun. Apparently the novel was called Fantastic Voyage. For some reason the 2 came up while being searching it. I actually think Fantastic Voyage is one on my... Hold on, I have some highlighted in my copy of this book here. That... Hold on, I got things on top of things. I gotta take the story first. Alright, Walter is gassing us up, getting us ready to go in there and do our job. As he should. That's kind of his position in all of
Main
this.
system activating combat mode.
Alright. So this is Fantastic Voyage. I've got a couple of things here picked out that are things that I am intending to pick up. I want to see if Fantastic Voyage is listed on this one that I don't have yet. Yeah, that's actually not on the list I have here. So, yeah, I'm definitely glad you brought that one up, because that's one I'm going to have to look into. It doesn't sound familiar to me, so I know it's not one of the books I have. And it's also not on my list here, so, or at least the books I have that I've read. And it's not on my list here. I think I only have one I haven't read yet.
This mission. Access the elevator and take it down.
Yo, elevator fight.
Threat level unknown. Defense phase 1.0 connecting termination.
You say jump, I'm going.
Below you.
Whoo, boy! No!
It's clearly a force to be reckoned with.
Oh! Whoa!
Repair kits remaining.
Okay, wait. I can abuse this. I've taken shots I shouldn't take.
Partition's moving.
I'm picking up enemy signals nearby.
This is a fun match, though. This is very reminiscent of some of the stuff that I think of when I think Armored Core old missions.
I'll find a way to get that partition.
This feels...
Stand by for now, 621.
This feels right.
Over there. I've sent you a marker.
Did you find an access point? Good job.
Yeah, but I also found a chest, and you know I want this chest. Hold up. Uh-oh. Okay, I can access this area now. One thing I can already see is I possibly missed a chest up there somewhere as well. But I want to be aware going down. Because this seems like a place to run into some
It's
fun.
changed its combat routine, Raven. Watch out for those plasma missiles.
There we are. Nope, getting into cover. Because I don't know where these shots are always coming from. All I know is I don't want to be there when they're swinging at me.
AP at
Oh!
AP at 30%.
Like that! I don't want to be there when that happens.
Tracking you, 621.
Evasive action.
I'm trying.
AP at
You've got it in your sights now, 621. Just need to get a little closer.
How close is a little closer? Because I don't think I can do much further.
Destroy the target.
Raven, it'll be easy.
Man! Alright, let's restart from the checkpoint. I don't even know where that checkpoint's going to be. Yeah, that checks out.
It's changed its combat routine, Raven. Watch out for those plasma missiles.
Alright, there we go.
AP at 50%.
Alright, now it's firing these things down.
It's tracking you, 621.
Evasive action.
I'm trying!
AP at 30%.
Man, I am terrible at finding the safe spots to drop.
AP at
Yeah, no, restart from checkpoint. I have got to find the safe spots to drop. This is one of those things where I'm going to find the path and it's going to be like, God fucking damn it, that was stupid easy.
It's changed its combat routine, Raven. Watch out for those plasma missiles.
Alright, that looks like that was 6 shots. That's what I wanted to... I was counting in my head and then I went at 5, but it looked like that was 6.
It's changed its combat routine, Raven. Watch out for those plasma missiles.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 5? Two, 3, 4, 5. No, that was 6 that time. Fuck you! Why are you so hard to count?
It's tracking you, 621.
Evasive action.
That was 6.
Repair kits remaining.
Alright, so far I've only had to use 2 kits.
You've got it in your sights now, 621. Just need to get a little closer.
AP at 50%.
Alright, that wasn't clean, that wasn't great. I'm out of all of my heals, but I'm at full health right
It'll
now.
be easier to immobilize if you aim for the neck joint.
No repair kits remaining.
I want to bait this thing firing. You can see me. Come on. Oh, come on. Look, whatever, it's down.
Confirmed. Target destroyed. Mission accomplished.
Wait,
Trust what we can, Raven. We've got a long road ahead of us.
that was... Ain't no way that was it. I was that close? Damn it! Alright, is what it is. At least I made good cash on that mission.
No new messages.
Oh, that's interesting. Hold on, is that right? That doesn't sound right. Alright, I could buy the quick turn skill, which I haven't needed yet, but would be nice when I need it. Oh no, these are the ones I did buy. I did buy the quick turn and the boost kick. I don't need the weapon bay. Weight control kind of already tells me that I fucked up my build. Manual aiming might be the way for me to get a long range build if I really want to dick with that, but not while I'm doing missions. Assault armor's the big thing I need, and then we've got damage control and attack. And I went for a couple of points in everything just to get a feel for things. The repair kit optimization is really, really good and really, really helps, even though I would much rather have a bigger number at the start of a mission and not have to deal with this part of the issue. Now, damage mitigation means each shot is going to do less damage, and that just feels like give me better armor. So I'm going to buy that, and then make my direct hits punch with a little bit more weight. Alright, what's the next mission? Depth 2. Continue infiltration of the subterranean facility and reach the deepest point. Extra rewards based on the number of enemies destroyed. Boom. Fuck shit up. Get paid. I can do that.
Here comes the follow-up, 621. You're going to be exploring Depth 2. The sector's made up of a sprawling rail network designed to transport resources. It'll be a complex route with a lot of blind spots. Be ready for close quarters combat.
Raven, there's something you should know. I've obtained the comms log from the Balaam squad that went in before you. It looks like they have another mission here, and it's not part of their survey. Guardmechs won't be the only threat. Balaam's
Ooh,
mission
alright,
is
so we
just
might have
as
some
big
named
as-
people here. Alright, so one thing I want to say is, when we first... Oh, hold on.
My radar won't be able to reach the lower depths. You'll have
So
to
we're flying
trust your
solo.
eyes and ears.
Alright, so my understanding with Air, the voice living inside of our head, is genuinely, I don't think she's necessarily, at this point in the story, hiding a whole lot from us. But I really feel like there's a lot of lies of omission, you know? There's things that she should tell me right now that for whatever reason she hasn't. And meanwhile, I have run into other characters, humanoids, I don't know what else to call them, that are piloting ACs alongside me or against me, but again, that are far more open about their intentions and thoughts. I assume that going down Air Path, if there is at some point a story diverging path, it's probably, if not the intended ending, the way you're going to head down towards to get to the quote-unquote canon ending. If that can even be achieved in your first playthrough. Sometimes you don't get the canon ending until subsequent playthroughs, 2, 3, maybe even 4 in. I don't think they've ever done 4. But my point is, or required it, as my limited information now, if I'm putting myself in the position of my robot, my pilot here, my Raven, I'm not sure if I'm necessarily fully on board with Air yet, unless she has a moment to really open up on some of the questions I have about her people, her species, the coral, and all of this.
Oh, Raven. This is where the survey begins in earnest.
Nothing over there. Let's pop another scan on the far side. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Alright, that didn't sound like anything popped up, so I'm going to move forward in the mission. Alright, now we know the threats are here. Nothing else in direct line of sight. Oh, I was trying to get out of that, but I got stuck on the rubble. Alright, that picked up something. What did that pick up? I'm not moving further until I can run that ping again. Is that below me? Oh, nope. There we go. Alright. You're dealt with. There we go. Now, what was back here? This looks like a place where I could find some toys.
An ambush.
Or some problems.
Been waiting for you, Raven.
Whoa, hold on.
Found a bale of ZTs. Eliminated 61.
Archibus.
I'm not even sure I'm wholly against these guys. I mean, Arquebus has taken off from our actions, and I don't even remember what we did to help them specifically. I know there was a branching mission, and I didn't pay adequate attention to what I selected, because I wasn't sure what was going to play out with it. Awful bunch, never again. Oh.
The partition should open now. See if
Okay.
you can get access.
But now I know something pinged when I
Key
pinged it,
exchange
so...
section's up ahead. This is around where the comms log for Balin's
Alright, nothing
advanced
there to
squad
pick
cuts
up.
off.
I was worried about snipers, and I saw somebody drop down.
Been waiting for you, freelancer.
Oh, hey! Here's somebody I didn't so much mind. Or that I didn't necessarily like, I mean. But weren't you with Michigan? Or was that not the case?
Sick and tired of this pit. It'll all be over once you're sorry yesterday. My ears. Not now. That quack messed me up.
2 repair kits
Learned some new tricks, huh?
Not really. A lot of the same old
What
tricks.
makes you so special, freelancer?
Maybe that I haven't sworn allegiance to somebody yet? At least not hard allegiance? I mean, we got Walter, but I'm not even sure I'd say I've sworn allegiance to Walter. He's just... Right now, the opportunity I have to go with for anybody.
Flight and ammunition.
There we go.
This isn't over.
Iguazo.
I swear I'll...
Confirmed. N5 Iguazu down. Being trapped down here, it's dangerous.
Yeah, but like, I don't want him dead. I mean, he was kind of a prick, but... Look, I'm out for blood with a lot of people. He wasn't one of them. Oh, that was Ping. Where did Ping thing? Where, Brain find. What? Oh, okay. So I was supposed to go through a little bit more of a headache with him, wasn't I? Either that or the game is literally telling me that I am about to face some serious hurt, and even a fight that wasn't supposed to drain me of resources might have done enough to offset, which is a terrifying thought. What in the hell was that?
What was that?
That's what I want to know. I asked the question first.
Raven, watch out.
It's terrifying is what that was.
We'll see what data I can find.
Where'd it go? Oh. What was that that just... Oh, was that the smoke? The smoke bellowing just kind of terrified me. This is some pretty good terror ambiance. I mean, look, you're not targeting me, but I don't trust anything right now. I am left spooked. Oh, shit! Okay. Yeah? You too? You didn't even care that I slapped you with a sword. What are these things? Alright, I heard that, but I went to read the chat at the same time I scanned, because I am a distracted idiot. Where was that? Wait, but something got pinged. Didn't it? Oh, this is terrifying. Alright, that looks like a wall that way. Oh, is this death? That's death that way. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Nope, I'm going down. Wait.
Ventilation duct identified. Looks like
Oh!
the control room.
That is why you never stop fighting. Kick and scream your whole way down the hell pit. Oh, there's some... Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm picking something up. Alright. That's dealt with. Guys, stop it! I need the jump pad. Oh, you're alive, that's why. Can I have, please? Without being made super vulnerable? I was right by it, I knew it was there, but they made me have to look at it. No? Not up there? Alright, well I see that's where I'm going, so maybe... Yeah, there we go. Well, they certainly know how to make me aware that I'm supposed to be terrified. Alright, I'm not dropping yet.
Defense program phase 2.5. Intruder proximity to critical center confirmed.
Woo, boy!
Let's find the access point and move to the lockdown.
Light and ammunition at 50%.
Do they activate if I don't hit them? There were more. Why didn't they ping when I searched there? Little bunny hop right over that sword. I mean, I don't have to destroy these things, but it is how I'm getting paid this mission.
I forced the partitions and the elevators back online. The defense system is onto us, but we should be able to proceed.
Seems like smooth sailing, 621.
I thought you said you couldn't reach me down here, Walter.
When do you get so good at exploring?
You know, I play a lot of Ys. I'm gonna wait for my scan to get back. I'm gonna pop this open and scan immediately. Is that a resupply? I guess so.
I expect that defense weapon will be waiting for us. Be careful, Raven.
That thing was terrifying.
Intruder detected in closed sector. Defense program phase 3.0.
Okay, I'm on board so far, though.
Switching to termination mode.
It absolutely just Optimus Primed me.
Terminating target.
Enemy analysis complete. That's the Enforcer, an AI-controlled prototype developed by the PCA. It was designed to defend watchpoint centers and eliminate enemy intruders. Whatever they're hiding down here, they wanted it to stay hidden.
Get him with the sword! Oh, I dodged into the wall.
2 repair kits remaining.
I have no boost!
AP at 50%.
Yeah, okay, that's got to be boosted over. Hold on. I have to boost over his left shoulder for that. I can't boost right, because I stay right in his swing arc.
That's the Enforcer, an AI-controlled prototype developed by the PCA. It was designed to defend key watchpoint centers and eliminate enemy intruders. Whatever they're hiding down here, they wanted it to stay hidden.
AP at 50%.
Evasive maneuvers, Raven.
Look, Air, I'm trying, but this laser gun is a pain in my ass.
AP at 50%. No repair kits remaining. Right-hand ammunition at 50%. AP at 50%.
Yeah, and his is only just there.
Left shoulder ammunition at 50%. Right
Phase 3.5. Reaching altitude.
Yeah, that went right into me. Alright, I'm going to try that one again, but I might have to switch over to some beefier weapons.
Enemy analysis complete. That's the Enforcer, an AI-controlled prototype.
Rubbing my sore shoulder, buddy. That was kind of a cheap shot. Yep, no boost there.
AP at 30%. AP at 50%. 1 repair kit remaining. Right-hand ammunition at 50%. AP at 50%. No repair kits remaining.
Phase 3.5. Haddock E. Releasing output limiters. Reconfiguring energy draw and maximum balance for all actuators. Terminating intruder.
Right-hand ammunition at 30%. AP
Oh, that hurt.
50%. Right-hand ammunition at 10%.
I had no boost! Nothing! I couldn't get over it! Alright, try again. I can do it with this build.
That's the Enforcer, an AI-controlled prototype developed by the PCA. It was designed to defend key watchpoint sectors and eliminate enemy intruders. Whatever they're hiding down here, they want it to stay hidden.
Ah, damn.
2 repair kits remaining.
Phase 3.5. Haddock E. Releasing output limiters. Reconfiguring energy draw and maximum balance for all actuators. Terminating intruder.
Repair kit remaining.
Still got a repair kit, buddy. This time I'm on top. Fuck you. Oh, that one hurt.
AP at 30%. Left shoulder ammunition, right shoulder ammunition at 50%.
Yeah, I know. sword failed me. The sword failed me, but the machine gun did me justice. Hell yeah. Minigun fucked you up. But do it anyways, just 'cause it made me feel better.
Enemy unit is silent. Walter should have some data on the next sector.
Whew!
Take a break for now, Raven.
That was rough. $300 though. Some nice looking arm parts. Still no
new messages.
Really? That is worrisome. Alright, which mission part is this? Alright, depth 3. And I am going to save depth 3 for next time, because I'm running short on time, but also, man, I am feeling it right now, and I need to go maybe take a walk or something. So, thank you so much, everybody, for stopping in. Richard, hopefully things go well for you. And Spencer, thank you very much for stopping in. Hopefully we get to see you again sometime. And Dem, as always, hoping for the best, man. Have a good one. And Rigid, doesn't seem like I was able to catch you live today, but don't worry. Still hoping for the best, man. As I usually do, have a good one. Bye-bye.